Hello, my name is Trey Catlett. Today we're going to be going over some human bones. I have Alfred here. His cap fell off, but we don't need him today. Alright. Down here on my table, I have a list of bones that we're going to list today. And there's no notes or anything, it's just the name of the bones. I'm out here in my kitchen. There is nothing on the table. Just some fall decorations. That's it. And this is to hold up my phone. Alright. Pumpkin's falling apart there. Alright, let's switch the camera around. Alright. So we're going to start up here with the greater tubercle, then the lesser tubercle. Switch the arm around here. So down here, you have the olecranon, the olecranon fossa. Then right below that, you have the trochlea. Okay. Then you have the humerus. Okay. And right up here on this top, you can see the way the hand is here. Okay. We'll put him back in the right position. Alright, now he's in the correct position. Well, now you have the medial epicondyle, then the lateral epicondyle. Okay. If we move on down here to the wrist, here's his thumb. I'll try to move the camera a little closer. Alright, so down here in the thumb, you have the scaphoid, then the lunate, the pisiform, then up here you have the trapezium, then the trapezoid, capitate, the hymate, and all these bones right here at the bottom make up the carpals. So these are the carpal bones. Well, then next up from the carpal, you have the metacarpals. All right. Well, then past this joint right here for those last two sections are the phalanges. So carpals, metacarpals, phalanges. Alright. So up here you have the radius and the ulna. So on the thumb side here, this will be the radius. Okay. Here I can move this back now. So here's the thumb. So you're gonna have the radius up here on the thumb, and then the ulna. Okay. So radius, ulna. Okay. Well, on these bones, you're going to have the radial head. Okay. So here, I'm going to switch. I hope I don't break him. Alright. So here, down here, and up here are going to be the radial heads. Okay. It's just the head of the radius. Okay. Well, then down here at the bottom, it doesn't show it actually on my skeleton, but on either the radius and the ulna, there is the styloid process, which is a tiny little bone here on the ends, but these are just flat. It doesn't really show it. But then up here on the radius, little bump. Okay. We have the olecranon. Okay, the olecranon. And then, like I said, the radius here is on the thumb side, and then the ulna. Radius, ulna. Alright. So we will move down to his pelvis area, which I kind of thought this was enjoyable, going over his pelvis area. I don't know, there's just a lot going on down there. So, see if I can get him closer here. Alright, so down here in his pelvis area, we're going to have the iliac crest. Now the iliac crest, let me try to get a better camera view here. try to go this way. Yeah, so the iliac crest goes up here. Okay, then this actually depicts this pretty well. This is the sacroiliac joint. Right where you see that line is the sacroiliac joint. Then the ilium. I like the ilium. It kind of reminds me of an elephant ear, but it's these two bones on either side. They honestly look like giant elephant ears to me. Okay. Then we can stand them up here, where we can see inside here. So we now have the ischium, which is down here. So on either side, it's called the ischium. Well then, right above the ischium is the actual pelvis, which this is the pelvis bone. This fatter one is the ischium, and then the smaller one is the pelvis. Okay. I'll switch them around again. Try to depict this. But the astrobulum bone is right up here. It's actually one of the bones that makes up the socket. Okay. And then, I didn't think about this until I went over it, but I thought this was really cool that these are considered the foramens. I thought that was really cool, because I didn't think about that. You know, I thought foramens were, you know, the small little pockets, but these are they are called the obturator foramens. And then the ischial bone is a small little bone that actually runs here on the outside from the pelvis down here to the ischium. It's called the ischial bone. And we'll go down here to the legs. Move him a little closer to this. Alright. I can get his arm out of the way there. So down to the femur, the femur. So this is going to be the head of the femur. It goes into the socket. And then the neck, it just looks like a neck and a head. So the neck of the femur, the head of the femur. Okay. Then over here, you're going to have the greater and the lesser tricanters. So the greater and the lesser tricanters. Okay. Then down here, so on the inside, you're going to have the medial condyle, then the lateral condyle. Medial condyle, lateral condyle. And then, of course, the largest bone in the body, you're going to have the femur, which is a very strong bone in a healthy person. Okay. So then moving on, you're going to have the patella. And you're going to have the tibia, which is the bigger one. And then the fibula. So it's tibia, fibula. Okay. Then the anterior crest is actually, this one, it depicts it pretty well. It's going to be the crest of the tibia. Kind of makes like a triangle. The tibia looks like a triangle in the skeleton. And the crest, the anterior crest, is the top part of this triangle. Okay. And then if we move down the tibia and the fibula, we have something called the malleus. This is going to be, on the inside, it's going to be the medial malleus and then the lateral malleus. Medial and lateral. Actually, this is the lateral and this is the medial. Okay, if we go down to the ankle here, this one depicts it really well. I like it. You have all these bones down here are called the tarsal bones. Okay? Then right up past the tarsal bones, you have the metatarsal bones. Then after the metatarsal bones, you have the phalanges. So it's tarsal bones, metatarsal bones, phalanges. Here on the back of the foot, right around here. Okay. All right, this big bone here, the one that sticks out, your heel. Okay. This one is called the calcaneus. The calcaneus bone. Okay. Well, between the calcaneus and your tibia is a bone called the talus. Your talus bone. Here. Okay. And then for our last three bones we're going to go over, depicts it pretty well. So on the inside, there's three bones here. If you see them, there are 1, 2, and 3. These three bones are going to be called the medial coniform, the intermediate coniform, then the lateral coniform. So these are all part of the coniform bone. I mean, they're three different bones, but they're all the coniforms. But this is the medial, the one closest at the inside of the leg. It's the medial, the intermediate, and the lateral coniforms. All right, and that's all we have today. Thank you.